Morning all, so this is Westminster, but not to be negative about it, obviously appreciate what's here, but it's got such a sort of science fiction look to it, I think, all this. Would you not agree? Very Blade Runner looking. So this is the Natural History Museum. They've got a good little system to get here. You've got like a subway that you come through. It leads you out to here. The floor's really slippy today. I just missed it. Walk around with a face mask on outside. Yeah, it's a beautiful building though. It's almost got a French Gothic look to it. Saw a sign just around the corner talking about climate change, and obviously this place is themed about dinosaurs. So did the dinosaurs, were they responsible for them perishing? Obviously not, you know, so this whole obsession about climate change again, a load of nonsense. So there's a queue anyway. I think I'll probably give this one a miss today. It looks like it's going to be quite busy. We'll see. Nice hair. Here's the queue to get in, so I think I'll be giving this one a miss today. Sort of a big lie anyway, isn't it? Sort of fake science and cover-ups and stuff like that. These are nice. It's like William Morris. Love the architecture around here. Yeah, you can see how big the queue is there, so it must take a long time to get in. So we've got William Torrell, William Caxton, George Heriot and Hunting Shaw. So yeah, just thought I'd document all these because in a dystopian future where the Liberals take over, all these will come down. All these privileged white men. Wankers. So at least there's one I can recognise, Gainsborough. He's the guy from Sudbury, up in Suffolk. Come to think of it, really, this is the museum. It'd be more risk out of the two. So the Albert Museum, Victorian Albert Museum, would be more a risk than the Natural History Museum. Because they don't like English history, do they? So this is a really good reminder about the reality of communism for all these people going to the revolution events coming up soon. So this is to do. So this memorial was placed here by members of all parties in both houses of Parliament and by many other sympathisers in memory of the countless innocent men and women and children from the Soviet Union and other East European states who were imprisoned and died at the hands of communist governments after being repatriated at the conclusion of the Second World War. So all these young daft kids need to come and have a look at this and be reminded the reality of communism. Naive, moronic adult liberals got to throw in there as well, who need to grow up. James O'Brien, LBC presenters, Ash Sarkar, whatever her name is, etc. You know, this is the reality of it. 11 million, I think it was, got starved to death in Ukraine, the Holodomor. As your blue and yellow colours. It says here as well, this sculpture was put here by the Bishop of Fulham, 2nd of August 1986, to replace the previous memorial dedicated by the Bishop of London in 1982, which was later destroyed by vandals to whom the truth was intolerable. Obviously the kind of people will be meeting up at that festival that's coming up soon. Face nappy, face nappy. Good to wear a face nappy outdoors. On top of the Victoria and Albert Museum, you've got like a Statue of Liberty at the top. I just happened to notice. And some would say that's like an ancient goddess of Babylon. Good old generic London look with the umbrellas and the phone box. And the autumn leaves. Well, there it is anyway, Victoria and Albert Museum. This is why I love London. You don't really find people that dress like that anywhere else. Really old and traditional, love it. So the excellence of every art must consist in the complete accomplishment of its purpose. Look at that. You used to go to Rome. Initial impressions, a million times better than the British History Museum. This is actually something to do with European culture, not bloody Egyptian. And this is the medieval period, would you believe? Amazing. Very ancient Rome, ancient Greece looking. A warrior saint dressed as a Roman soldier. And the Emperor Trajan. Got a bit of duality going on here, white and black. This is for the Emperor Rudolf II and Valerio Belli. So this is quite similar to Lady Godiva in Coventry. So Actaeon is changed into a stag as punishment for seeing his goddess Dinah bathing. man's best friend. So it's St. Roch, patron saint of plague victims. He's shown holding a pink pilgrim staff and a clapper to warn people of his disease. The dog licking his sores had saved his life by bringing him bread. This sculpture was probably once part of an altarpiece or placed against a pillar in a church. So this is a wooden carving of Jesus being crucified. When you see it like that, it really looks horrific. It's the Virgin Mary fainting. And these are, so the contrast is the peaceful birth of Jesus and his violent death at the end. But I'm a big fan of these because they've got very pagan, really. Probably mixed with Christian as well. Obviously got the cross, but it's all sort of woods and you've got unicorns on the bottom. I like the effects, the light has on that and the shadows. So they've done a little story here. So to do the harvest, January preparing for it, obviously chopping wood down, February continuing that, March setting it up, April continuing to set it up, and then if you come around to May, obviously begins there, starting to reap what he sows, July, August ploughing the fields with the ox, and then you're on to September, starting to reap what you sow, gathering the food, fruits. November's the last of it, and December starting to get ready to go again. You have to look at that and think medieval period. A lot better looking than nowadays, isn't it? A lot more to it. Gone for a Virgin Mary overload over here. So apparently this was an engraving made to deter thieves. So he's dropping the plates down here and he's about to get a beating for it. Coming handy for today, won't it? Here we go, this is the West African contribution. So British Ghanaian designer Giles Tetley Nartley is exploring culture, tradition and the ritual domestic life in Ghana. And that's what they've done. Brilliant. All of this compared to that. And just to add a bit extra in there, it wasn't even entirely done by Africans, it was Communion was created with the support of the American Hardwood Export Council and has been crafted from American maple, so they couldn't even do it in Africa. It's all very Roman feeling, like ancient Greece, Rome sort of feel to the place. I love how to put this right in the middle. Yeah, this is the ironworks bit. Nice little design. It's a good point. Anyone who's into the old reptilian thing, you know, you got these two lizards either side. But then also them helmets he used to wear with like a pointed snout. Just a thought. Also, has to be commented on, this was how much effort they put into a bench once upon a time. This is the ironworks bit anyway. It's all very lovely and grand. And this is the spot where I came in before, just down there. But yeah, just incredible, really. One of the best museums I've been to by far. You know, it's like Rome crammed into an indoor area. Slightly better angle, I think, looking dead on rather than from the side. So this is the entrance down here. That's the reception area. I think you come in down that bit, if I remember correctly. Into there. But yeah, look at that. Everything is just so well presented, and the amount of care that went into making everything. Has to be said, I think that's a great example of modern architecture, or whatever that is meant to be. It's like a load of balloons or something that's been strapped together. It looks completely out of place amongst everything else. Yeah. So this masterpiece is called the Hereford Screen. But Christianity really did inspire a lot of amazing architecture. Some painters on the side. Reynolds, Giorni, Gibbons, Wycombe. See if there's any diversity on here. No trannies, no blacks, no Muslims. Strange that, isn't it? If I remember correctly, there's a statue really similar to this at Berwick-upon-Tweed. And this is a bit for Britain with Queen Victoria in the Victorian age. There we go. It's impressive painting, I'll give it that. So we got portrait of Melissa Thompson from the series Yellow Wallpaper 2020. Nigerian American artist. Good bit of hidden hand symbology going on there. So this is an armchair, obviously, in an Egyptian style. So this is old furniture, etc. And then this is modern. So ugly. That's looking back out onto the Natural History Museum. So this is all European pottery. Don't know if it's only made in Derby or Stoke-on-Trent, but we'll see. It's got St George and the Dragon there, by chance. This is the Italian bit. Sorry to keep picking on them, but just a bit of an observation. If you notice the regions all this stuff comes from, so Middle East, Europe, Oriental Asia. And which area do you think I haven't seen anything for? Which continent? Obviously, sub-Saharan Africa's got nothing. Final one for Stoke-on-Trent anyway, Staffordshire potters. Haven't quite seen Derby just yet though. Staffordshire pottery again. So this is a mock-up of a Granada that was made in Spain in the 1300s. This, without even reading it, will be a mosque in the Middle East. Wrong, sorry, India. Temple in India, but it is a mosque. So they get a bit of it right. Bear with me, because this is going to be a decent point. This will obviously be a temple. A Buddhist temple, and this of course will be European architecture with all its pillars and concrete. That's St Paul's Cathedral. And my point being, where's all the sub-Saharan African stuff? Not to be seen, is it? Just for the record, the only reason I keep bringing this up, it's not to pick on anybody, but it's just because the daily grind of there, in that they built everything, they were the original population of everywhere. It needs to be combated because it's getting quite irritating because it's not factual. Obviously we're in that month as well, aren't we? Black History Month. And we've got St George and the Dragon here. St George and the Dragon again. Obviously got the damsel in distress as well. Very keen on St George and the Dragon. There's loads of it in there. So this is about Truth taking out his lion serpent tongue, and there's a mask. That's it for the museum. Probably have a quick wander around, but before I go, I think something needs comments on it just before I leave. The young Oriental ladies, they obviously love a selfie and a pose and all that, but they literally get dressed up to go to a museum to fucking pose. It's really pathetic. And then just as they're leaving, there's these black ladies posing by like a toilet mirror. You know, they get all dressed up to go to a museum to fucking pose. Absolutely pathetic. But yeah, it's my 10 pence on it anyway. Oh, this will make a nice image in a minute. Phone box of a Union Jack on the end. Something nice to see. Obviously no prizes for guessing where this is. So quick walk around South Kensington on my way out. They've even made the train station nice. One of the best undergrounds I've seen, that is. Very nice. Still quite busy. It's Sunday evening, this is. Bit of a queue for the cookies there on the other side of the train station. They've even got a flower market still running. It's now, well, I don't want to say exactly in case anyone dodgy is watching this and can figure out what time I'm here, but it's late anyway.